G'day, welcome to the first episode of TOGL for 2023. Hope you had a great new year. Well, Kay and I are up the block today. It's overcast and a hell of a lot cooler, which is nice, and we're just going to get some planting done, put the first things into this garden bed that we finished off last week. So we've got some rhubarb and tomatoes and capsicum to put in there. We've also got some saffron bulbs that we're going to plant. And I left the seeds at home, so the rest of the stuff we're going to plant we'll have to do another day, but we'll get these few things in. We've brought the dogs up for a run today as well, and yeah, it won't be up here long today, but we just thought we'd get a few things planted now, especially if we get this rain this afternoon. So these are the saffron bulbs, well they call them corms, saffron corms. So there's the little bulb, and saffron basically grows, it's just like a little ground plant with a little purple flower with yellow stamens, and it's those yellow stamens that are the saffron that you use in cooking. Worth an absolute fortune to buy, so we thought we'd grow our own. And they just need to be planted in rows. The sun is predominantly either straight up or out to the north, so therefore, because they're a low plant, we'll put them right at the end here. Right, well, yesterday, Kay and I got that stuff planted. We also planted a couple of tomato plants, capsicums, yellow capsicums, and chili plants. And then we just did some weeding in the other garden beds are already there, and got a bit of tied in up, done a little bit of mulching and that sort of stuff. So nothing real exciting, so didn't film that part. Anyway, this morning my mate Mitch gave me a call and said, hey, do you want to come up to one of the lakes and go fishing? So I'm just heading over to his place now, and we're heading down past Sheffield. I think it's a little over an hour away to get there. He's got a small tinny, and we're going to go and troll for some trout. He was down there the other day and caught 3 beautiful brown trout. So yeah, let's see if I can redeem myself and catch a trout today. Anyway, I will see you over at Mitch's. We'll get the boat hitched up. Actually, I think he said he's already got the boat hitched up. He's just waiting on me to get there. So get over there and we'll get going. All right, so we're just going to hook the boat up. I thought Mitch had it hooked up, but nah, not yet. That's cool. We'll get it hooked up and we'll be on our way. the water. We're on the lovely Lake Barrington, and it looks very fishy, so we'll see how we go. We're just trolling some lures. We've got a Tassie Devil out and a couple of hard-bodied minnow patterns. I'm just directing the rod. Hard body and spinner. Right. So the plan is we just troll around and hope for a fish to bite.
Enjoy the day.
Enjoy the day, yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice and cool.
Hopefully the rain will hold on.
Yeah. There was a little bit of rain around earlier this morning, but we should be good. Yeah, he's just a little tucker. He can go back for another day, but good to see that we're getting some fish. Just a little brown, is it? Yeah. Oh, there goes. Go, Chef.
Steady. There you go.
Back in and try and get a bigger one.
Get off the bank.
Mitch is on to another one, but it looks like another little one. Yeah, it's another little one. That's all right. Better than nothing.
Smaller than the last.
That looks like a little rainbow, actually.
No.
At first glance.
No.
No, little brown.
Just brown. Nice little brown.
Yeah.
Lovely little colour.
Yeah, beautiful.
You grew up to be a big fella.
Yeah. Get him back in. Your pliers are right there if you need them.
Yeah, I need that, I think.
Yep.
That's what she's going to let go.
Woo. Well done. So that's our third. You've seen two, you didn't see the first. The first one's the one that I caught, and it's in the bucket.
Show off. First one's the best.
All right, back into it. We'll try and get another one. It's just beautiful being out here on the water anyway. It's nice and cool. Getting a few rain showers coming through, but that's not so bad. Alrighty, let's see if we can get a couple more big ones in the boat, because once we're done today, we're actually going to take them back and we're going to smoke them in the smoker, and we'll show you that. Recording, yep.
Yep, now it is.
Yeah, all right, on to a fish.
Again.
This is my fourth one actually, but we've had a few, well, when I'm catching them I'm not filming, so I just handed that. You wouldn't believe it, I lost him!
Oh!
No.
Oh!
I was going to say, you wouldn't believe it, I've got the drone up. I've had to put the drone to the side, I'm trying to point a fish, lost him, that's all right. We'll get that back in. We'll have another one. Oh, he was a good size one too. I think he would have been the biggest, which is always the way. Yeah. Well, back at home again after a really good day's fishing actually. There was a lot of misty rain for most of the day, but not enough to really make us that wet. And the temperature was up a little, so it wasn't like it was excessively cold. Basically, the score in the end was Mitch and I both lost one good fish each, and you saw when I lost mine, because Mitch was filming, we did get to see both of the fish that we lost, and they were decent fish too, unfortunately. And then I was at 4 in the boat. Mitch was at 2. Then he had a double hookup, which brought him to 4 apiece. And then right before we got in, he caught one more. So the score was 5-4. However, we had 5 fish actually on ice. All 4 of mine were on ice. 1 of Mitch's was on ice. Mitch's other 4 were all undersized. So it depends on which way you want to look at it. But all in all, we were both winners because we had a great day out, and we got some fish. Now, I've brought all 5 of those fish back so that I can smoke them. So I'm going to get them. I've got them in the smoker now. I've just strung them up with some stainless steel wire, and I'll show you those now. They're all around, you know, the 30 to 35 centimeter mark. So they're just nice little pan-sized fish, which is really good. So I'll keep a couple. I'll give a couple to Mitch, and yeah, let's have a look at those fish now in the smoker. Okay, so I've only just put these on, so I haven't even put any smoke in there, like wood chips in there yet. This little bit of smoke you are seeing is actually from just the charcoals. But yeah, so we've got five nice trout hanging up in there. They're all browns, and I'm just going to do that on a very low heat and do a really nice slow smoke. So I'll show you them once they're all done. Now I've just put some hickory wood chips on there, and it is just starting to smoke. The temperature is sitting at about 40 degrees Celsius or about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not excessively hot, and I've only got a very small fire in the bottom, so I want to keep it at a very low heat, but plenty of smoke being produced now. Close that back up, and we'll come and check that periodically. Well, how good was that fishing yesterday? Had a really good day out there and a couple of fish to boot. It was fantastic, and geez, they tasted good smoked up as well. Well, I've been up here for pretty much the whole day. I've just been slashing the paddocks with the tractor, so nothing exciting. 9 hours of just driving the tractor around in the heat, slashing the grass down. And the blades, when I fixed them up, like, they're working well, so it's cutting well. It's fantastic. I've just been down the back in the veggie patch doing a water up before I go, and we started harvesting, which is really good. Harvested a nice bunch of radishes and a couple of nice cos lettuces, so they'll be good going into the salad to go along with dinner tonight. So nice that we're starting to get some stuff. The cherries are very close to being able to be picked. There's only a handful, but it'll be really nice to taste them, and everything else is coming along really well down there too. The broccoli, unfortunately, it bolted. Didn't even start to form a head, it just went straight to flower, and I'm not sure if you can see there's some yellow flowers sticking up above the net down the back there. It might show up on TV. Anyway, so you can eat the broccoli flowers, they're actually quite tasty. So I've been snacking on those as I water. Anyway, I was thinking of making that last video, the last one for 2022, a year in review type video. But I had other footage I wanted to show you anyway, and I sort of thought, well, you know, people might think, well, he didn't have anything much, he's just gone back through old footage. Funnily enough though, a few people did say, hey, you know, you should have done a 2022 year in review. So I'm going to make the last half of this video the 2022 year in review. Some of the highlights and some of the lowlights, but I'll give you a quick rundown. And for all of those new subscribers that we've got and new viewers, it'll bring you up to speed on what's happened over the last 12 months as well. So settle in, and the next 15 minutes or so will just be a review of 2022 highlights, lowlights, whatever, and I'll see you once that's done. Say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Look at that. Nita's made a lovely damper on the campfire.
That's right, length.
So this is really cool to have this undercover in here.
Oh, that's going out a bit too far.
Guy's trying to grab it. Man, that's what I need for my timber mill. Let's pick that log up like it was a matchstick. And it cuts really well. The best part about it is, at least it's the right colour. Well, we have a door. It doesn't actually work, as in it doesn't open and close, but we've got a door. Which basically means the shed is sealed up now, which is great. There are gaps above the top. I'm not sure if you can see them. Up and down. Well, the day's drawing to a close. The sun's just on the horizon. Well, last night we had a massive storm come through here, raging wind, like I think it was 60 odd kilometres an hour, so and it just sounded like a hurricane was going on. And this is what we woke up to this morning. Big mess. So now we need to try and get all this sorted back out. Found the first one. There she is. So that one that came down and lifted up all of that dirt, there's a really nice log in there, nice big straight log. I get some good timber milled out of that. This is the crown of the one that fell over last week I told you about, but then more have come down. There's another one's come across from this direction. This one actually didn't pull out of the ground either. It snapped off from up there. Halfway up the tree, it just snapped off.
Try it, Dad.
Okay.
Right now.
Every bite.
I keep having to like rebuild it. Working in the morning.
Oh yeah, it will.
James got the Christmas hour. I'll work out what to do.
We're up on the block, the sun's out at the moment. She's a bit wet getting in, it's going to be tricky getting out too. Well, there we have it. Very close to being finished. I forgot, I also had to put these side struts in, so I've just put them in. I've got all this mesh welded in, which is really good. What was your impression of the walk in the river?
The walk was a bit more than I'm used to doing, but
A bit steep.
that's my fault. Yeah, no, just gorgeous down there. Very, very jealous of where you ended up here. That's lovely down there.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Well, we've been out here probably 15 minutes, maybe not even 15 minutes. Now, that's the sort of horse that we've been looking for. One like that, that's a cracker. Right, so we got Denny.
We don't want any witnesses.
The camera will go away later tonight. We got Mitch.
Police are looking for me, man.
And we got Neil. So you've seen, I was out fishing with Neil yesterday. We got those lovely squid.
Still seeing you.
Bit of too much power on the mower. She popped a little wheelie. She went up, rolled straight back. I got thrown off the back and I flipped over, did an end over end, and I ended up just over in here. So when she went over, basically landed on the end here. Now this lens came out without breaking, which was fantastic, but big corner broke out here. There's a piece missing there, the side broke off, a heap broke off down through here. There's still bits missing. Well, there you have it, the year in review. That actually took a lot more effort than I thought it was going to. Normally I know what sequence I want to do. I've got all of the film clips right in one place and then I just do some editing. But for that I actually had to go back through 12 months worth of footage and then decide what I was going to keep and what I wasn't and just select different pieces. But hopefully you got a lot out of that. I found it pretty cool too, just to look back and see how things have changed and, you know, jog my memory on a few things that had happened as well. So not too many lowlights, only a couple of things that kind of messed up. For the majority of it, we had a great year. That storm was a cracker though. It brought down trees everywhere. Now, I've also been busy starting to set up a Facebook page just for TOGL. So rather than me posting up onto my own profile page, there'll be a TOGL page, and that is where I will start to put up some notifications midweek and also notifications about when the videos are coming up on the Friday. So follow the link in the description below and jump over there to Facebook. Follow, add as a friend, whatever you need to do to that, but make sure that you follow on that Facebook as well, and then you'll be kept up to date with when the videos are coming up and anything that happens midweek that might not even make it onto the videos. As I said, there's going to be a few changes this year, and hopefully changes for the better. Anyway, leave me suggestions on things that you'd like to see as well. Pop that down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do this coming year to go out and see a few other places around Tassie, or suggestions of things that I might need to build. Anyway, thanks very much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed this one. Definitely something different for me, and as I said, happy to follow requests. So until next week, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next Friday. Cheers.